Welcome back, guys. Hmm. So, in this session, we'll start with Class 8 Transformer Coupled Power Amplifier. Is it? In the last session, we have seen what is that direct coupled amplifier. Is it? Now it's time for transformer coupled amplifier. So, let's start with the transformer coupled. Class A transformer coupled amplifier. See, direct coupled amplifier has lower efficiency, that is 25%. Direct coupled amplifier has efficiency of 25%. We have proved in the last session. Now, and it is very low. 25% isn't it very low? So to improve the efficiency, we opted a new amplifier, new type of amplifier instead. Class A transformer coupled amplifier. So direct coupled has efficiency 25%. Maybe one of the reason is the load is directly connected to the collector of the transistor. Hence, what happens? See, when you connect load, maybe your loudspeaker, a small motor, whatever it may be, it is connected directly to the collector of your transistor. Then what happens? Quiescent current pulse, quiescent pulse in your language. The quiescent current, whenever you turn on VCC, a sudden surge current, a spike goes through the load immediately. Is it? What we call it as a quiescent current pulse passes through the load, and because of that, large amount of power get wasted. Right? Obviously, for a very short time, a large current is flowing through the load. Obviously, power dissipation increases, and maybe this is the major drawback of direct coupled amplifier, and that is the reason now we are going to discuss transformer coupled power amplifiers. Is it? So basically, why we are discussing this transformer coupled? Just to improve the efficiency. Direct coupled has efficiency of 25%, and it is 25% because it is low. Actually, it is low because the quiescent current directly flows through the load, and that's why it is very low, 25%. Just to improve the efficiency, we are going towards the transformer coupled power amplifier. It is a type of class A. Now look at this, the circuit diagram. Is it? In the last circuit diagram, that is direct coupled amplifier, I told you that this is a direct coupled amplifier and it's not mandatory to connect RB. You can connect R1 here, R2 here, you can connect loudspeaker here. You are free to draw a circuit diagram as you want, same as at your common emitter RC coupled amplifier. Right. Now here I have modified the diagram. Is it? R1 is connected at the upper side, R2 is connected at the upper side. If you want to, you can combine them, call it as an RB, call R1 and R2 as an RB, connect one resistor RB at the upper side. Is it? And look at here, the coupling of amplifier to the load is via transformer. That's why it is transformer coupled power amplifier. Right? The load is coupled to the amplifier, or instead load is coupled to the collector of amplifier via a transformer. The dot shows a phase. It means if positive phase is there, the positive phase is transferred at this point. It means if here is positive, here definitely you will get positive phase of the signal. Now, as it is a transformer coupled amplifier, look at this. Again, I am connecting a load resistor. You can remove the load resistor, you can connect a loudspeaker. Is that? You are free to connect load. Load means what? Basically, load, I told you so many times, that anything that you connect at the output which is taking current from your amplifier, is it? Is a load for amplifier. Is it? We have discussed in the classroom, the tube, the fan, what is the projector, whatever you connect at the classroom is the load. Yes, anything that draws a current, it requires a current, it's a load. So connect loudspeaker instead of this load resistor, no problem at all. Now transformer coupled amplifier, what is the only change? Only change is the transformer. The load is directly connected to the collector in direct coupled amplifier. Here the load is not directly connected to the collector, it is connected through a transformer. Good. So this is the circuit diagram. And now see RE, CE, this R1, R2, Vin, rest of the things are same. Only coupling is changed here. Now for this type of amplifier, if I draw a load line, see here intentionally, as transformer comes in picture, intentionally we are drawing DC load line as well as AC load line. Look at this, pink colored line is AC load line and the dark black is what your DC load line. Yeah. AC load line, we have a slope of 1 divided by RL dash. I'll explain what is that RL dash. And for DC load line, it is 1 divided by RE. Clear? Now, why not it is 1 divided by RC? Because 1 divided by RC is a traditional method. Minus 1 divided by RC is a traditional load for an amplifier. But here RC is not there. Instead RC, I have RE. Because if RC is there, that is collector resistor is there in our circuit. No, collector resistor is not there. Why collector resistor is not there, or I can say why collector resistor value is equals to 0? Because see, what is there at the collector? At the collector, I have a primary of transformer. It means I have a coil. Is it? Coil means, imagine it is an inductor. Is it? At the collector, I have a coil, I have inductor. That is primary of your transformer. So if it is an inductor, what is the basic property of inductor? Inductor passes AC or blocks AC. Instead, inductor passes DC or blocks DC. Capacitor and inductor, we know which passes AC, which passes DC. Capacitor passes AC, inductor passes DC. Is it? So DC voltage or DC current is directly passed through the inductor. It is passing means short circuit, means zero impedance. Is it? So that's why DC resistance of inductor is always 0. And that's why this RC is equals to 0. The DC resistance of a coil is equals to 0. We know that. It's a thumb rule, as like DC resistance of a coil is always 0. So as if DC resistance of a coil is equals to 0, it means RC is equals to 0. If RC is equals to 0, in the complete output loop, the only resistor remaining is RE. That's why it is RE. Agreed? And here the slope is 1 divided by RL dash. Now I'll tell you what is that RL dash. It means now to know about RL dash, a new resistor, RL means load resistor, but see, it is not RL, it's RL dash. It means load. Apart from this load, there is something new. Now let's discuss about that new thing, RL dash. To know about RL dash, we need to discuss transformer first. Look at this, a transformer. Here it is primary, here it is secondary. Two lines shows core. N1 is the number of turns at the primary side, N2 is number of turns at the secondary side. I1 is the current in the primary, I2 is the current in the secondary. V1 is the primary voltage, V2 is a secondary voltage. This RL is optional, but see, I have connected RL and I am passing I2 or IL through this RL. And this is RL. Look at here at the primary side, I am showing RL dash. Good. Now, once again, okay, come to the PowerPoint. It is RL dash. What is it RL dash? See, input voltage is transferred from primary to secondary. Is it? That is, voltage is transferred from primary to secondary. Current is transferred from primary to secondary. So, as if I am voltage and current is transferring from primary to secondary. From the secondary, the impedance will get reflected in the primary. Is it? So that's why this RL dash is what? Reflected resistance. It is reflection of what? Reflection of impedance which is present here. For the time being, I have RL which is present. So it means that RL will reflect back into the primary side. This RL is reflected at the primary side, and that's why it is RL dash. Basically, what is that RL? RL is a effective AC load resistance at the primary side. See, I have written here RL dash is effective AC load resistance at the primary side. I have transferred voltage from primary to secondary. I have transferred current from the primary to secondary, and that's why resistance from secondary to primary is transferred. The transferred or reflected resistance is RL dash. It is an AC resistance present at the primary. Right? So RL dash is an effective AC load resistance at the primary side. That is resistance looking into the primary. It is referred as reflected resistance. Now, as it is a simple transformer, we know that turns ratio. That small n indicates turns ratio. It is turns ratio is equals to N1 divided by N2. As a basic transformer theory, we know that turns ratio is equals to what? N1 divided by N2, which is equals to V1 divided by V2. That is I2 divided by I1. And this is equation 1. Call it as equation 1. Now look at this. This is turns ratio. Now RL is what? RL means what? This resistance. So this resistance is equals to this voltage divided by this current. So output resistance is obviously equals to output voltage divided by output current. So that's what I am writing. RL is equals to what? Output voltage, output current. In the same manner, can I write equation for RL dash? Yes, look at this. RL dash is equal. RL dash, where it is? It is at the primary. So it is primary voltage divided by primary current. It means V1 divided by I1. Now, as if I am interested in RL dash, which is completely new, let me calculate what is V1 and I1. Is it? Calculate value of V1, calculate value of I1 and put it in this equation and then calculate RL dash. Is it? At least derive equation now. Look at this. What is V1? V1 from equation number 1. Look at this. V1 with respect to N1 and N2. N1 divided by N2 is equals to V1 divided by V2. From this equation, what is V1? V1 is N1 divided by N2 multiplied by V2. That's what I am writing. V1 is equals to what? N1 divided by N2 multiplied by V2. Right? Same way, calculate or write the equation for I1. I1 is equals to what? I1 is equals to, see, N1 divided by N2 is equals to I2 divided by I1. From that, if I want to write equation for I1, then it will be N2 divided by N1 multiplied by I2. So now I got the value of V1, I got the value of I1. If I put those values in this equation, then RL dash can be calculated. Look at this. Now put this V1 and V1 and I1 value in RL dash. It is N1 divided by N2 multiplied by V2. This value, N2 divided by N1 multiplied by I2. That is this value. So it will be N1 divided by N2 square multiplied by V2 divided by I2. But see, what is N1 divided by N2? See, N1 divided by N2. In equation number 1, N1 divided by N2 is N. And what is V2 divided by I2? Look at this. V2 divided by I2 is RL. So it means this is N square, small n, I am talking about turns ratio, N square multiplied by RL. Look at this, where N1 divided by N2 is N and V2 divided by I2 is equals to RL. So RL dash will be finally equals to N square divided by RL. Turns ratio square multiplied by load resistance. That's what it is. Now you got what is that RL dash? This RL dash is a primary resistance, is it? Or a reflected resistance from the secondary load. Agreed? Now, so the transformer impedance matching. I am giving the title as transformer impedance matching because I want to calculate RL dash, the primary impedance. Is it? After that, let's start with AC and DC load line. The load line that we have seen here, AC as well as DC. Now I'll explain what is that AC load line and what is that DC load line. Is it? Actually, we started with circuit diagram. Yes, circuit diagram is clear. After that, it is AC as well as DC load line. But in AC load line, RL dash was the new thing. So I have explained what is that RL dash. Now turn towards this AC and DC load line. Look at this AC and DC load line for transformer coupled amplifier. What is there at the primary side? Sorry, what is there at the collector? At the collector, I have coil. It's an inductor. Coil is an inductor, is it? So DC resistance of a coil is always equals to 0. DC resistance is equals to 0. Those who don't understand what do you mean by that DC resistance is equals to 0, they please look at here. It is DC resistance means coil passes DC. It passes means impedance is equals to 0. Yes, it is. It passes means impedance is equals to 0. So that's why DC impedance is equals to 0. So for a coil, DC resistance is equals to 0. I have written here as there is a coil at the collector, primary of the transformer resistor, DC resistance will be 0. That is RC is equals to 0. So if RC is equals to 0 at the collector, now apply KVL to the output loop. Where is output loop? This to this. So output loop includes this IC multiplied by RC, no matter whether it is a coil or what, but for us it is IC multiplied by RC plus VCEQ plus IERE, is it? So this voltage plus this voltage plus this voltage. See equation ICRC plus VCEQ plus IERE. Okay. Now RC is equals to 0 means the complete term ICRC will be equals to 0. If I assume that IE and RE is very small, or let me assume a value of RE is very small. I told you that it is a transformer coupled amplifier. RC is equals to 0 and RE has always very small value. Is it? So if RC is equals to 0, as ICRC will be 0, and assuming RE has very small resistance. So if RE is very small, this product will be very small. So as neglect this term, what I'm getting, VCC is equals to VCQ. VCC is equals to VCQ. Yes. To locate the Q point, what I need VCC and ICQ. Sorry, VCQ and ICQ. So VCQ is equals to VCC. What about ICQ? It must be infinite. Why ICQ is equals to infinite? Because resistance is equals to 0. Resistance is equals to 0 means current will be infinite. Is it? Resistance is minimum, current is maximum. We know the theory. Resistance minimum, current maximum. Resistance maximum, current minimum. So here RC is equals to 0. It is minimum. So current, that is IC, must be maximum. I am writing infinite. Is it? See, I am writing IC is equals to infinite. ICQ is equal to infinite. It means the value of ICQ is increasing here somewhere. Look at the load line. This is a load line. VCEQ is equals to VCC. Look at this. Here it is VCQ because Q point is at the center. It is a transformer coupled but class A. So Q point is at the center. I have Q point here. At the Q point I have VCQ, which is equals to VCC. And now from this point I have to connect another point where ICQ. But where is ICQ? ICQ at this side. It is infinite. See, it is going up, going up, going up, going up. ICQ is at infinite distance. So that's why this DC load line is exactly parallel to the y-axis. Remember this. DC load line is parallel to the y-axis. This line is going in infinite infinite direction. Is it? Now what about AC load line? Look at for AC load line, this VCE max, this is VCQ. So VCE max is equals to what? How much? Twice of VCQ. So twice of VCQ means twice of VCC. Yes, it is because VCQ is equals to VCC and maximum value is equals to twice of VCQ. So twice of VCQ means twice of VCC. So this VCE max value will be twice of VCC. Look at this. Q point is here. Input voltage increases, output voltage decreases. It will goes to 0. Minimum value is 0. Maximum it will go to this distance VCC only. From this line again go towards VCC. So this is VCC, this is VCC, the total will be twice of VCC. Is it? So VM is equals to VCC. Here this point is not VCQ, it is a VCQ actually, but the value is VCC. So VCC towards 0 and VCC towards twice of VCC. So this is VCE max. From VCE max connect the point of IC max. IC max somewhere here. And what is the value of IC max? As Q point is exactly at the center, what I told you last time, it is twice of ICQ. ICQ in negative direction, ICQ in positive direction. It means it is ICQ plus ICQ is equals to twice of ICQ. So IC max is equals to twice ICQ. Is it? And VCE max is equals to twice of VCC. Now, this is all about AC and DC load line. Let's start with analysis. Is it? So let's start with analysis. Wait, just a sec. AC and DC load line for transformer coupled amplifier. We are done with this. Now let's start with analysis of transformer coupled class A amplifier. Is it? We start this analysis in next lecture. Why? Because it is already 18 minutes. Is it? And I don't want to make any session more than 20 minutes. Actually, why? Because see, I told you that human brain can concentrate maximum up to 9 minutes, at the max 11 minutes. Is it? So that's why we'll extend that 11 minutes to 18 or 19, max 20. More than 20 minutes, any session will not be there for us at least. So we'll have all the sessions only for 20 minutes maximum. Good. It depends on the content also. For the time being, we'll stop our session here and we'll continue that analysis of transformer coupled amplifier in the next session. Thanks a lot, guys.